Our children are growing up in a digital world, a world that is already taken for granted by many young people and adults. The picture on the construction kit comes alive through the animation, an effective marketing tool.
Wow, that is so cool.
Not bad. But what do you think about this one here?
Best for us to take both, a fireboat as well.
No, that's too much. Only one for your birthday. You'll have to choose.
Digital interior decoration systems. If you want to design a comfortable home, you can choose from a variety of furnishing elements to suit your personal taste and can then create a complete interior layout. Individual components can be easily matched and mixed, rearranged and changed. Planning in the conventional way and laborious searching in furniture stores is now a thing of the past. The entire process is easy and quick. Thanks to the webcam, a normal card can become an exciting virtual birthday greeting through 3D animation. Every revolution needs its instruments of change. Small computers that take pictures like cameras but can also think with their own built-in image processors. Using targets, they detect the position of objects in space. Infrared beams transmitted by the cameras are reflected by the various markers on the target. They indicate the current location of the target as it changes. This is the tracking process. Tracking systems can also register the movements of an entire person. For this, a target is attached to all parts of the body. Today's tracking cameras are dust-proof and waterproof, making them ideal for use in harsh industrial environments. The virtual world in the service of the customer. Long before development of the vehicle is complete, a tester can try out all the operating actions. This reduces the number of prototypes needed. The future requirements of the client can be implemented much more quickly. Time is not only money, it is also a prime resource in the fulfillment of customer needs. Variety is the spice of life, also true for motor cars. And of course, every manufacturer wants to have a lead over the competitors. Tracking cameras follow the tool and the fastening positions, which must be carried out strictly in sequence. Assembly of a petrol tank in the car. The worker has to carry out the specified actions, otherwise the tool will refuse to function. For the first time, the Avilus project allows complete control of the bolt assembly sequence, and with that, quality assurance and continuous documentation of the location-related fastening parameters. This new technology is to be used in bolting together engines and gearboxes. In this process too, the fastening parameters are documented in relation to their position and can therefore be associated uniquely with the corresponding tightening applications. This reduces the number of quality control steps needed later. Doesn't feel like a light summer hat, this special head-mounted display device. Thorough testing is needed to find out whether and how well the user can bear the extra burden. How can people be motivated to work with this unit? Does it produce headaches? What strain is caused by many hours of use? The stresses arising from the picking and packing of parts in boxes were investigated. Occupational physicians and psychologists were not able to find any differences in work stress between conventional and computer-aided work processes. Goods for a supermarket. Mixed loading calls for teamwork. The human gives the computer the general approach. The computer says which package is to be packed and where the robot should deposit the item. This ensures that the pallet is first loaded with the heavy and robust goods, and then with the light and sensitive commodities. The route traveled by the robot is variable, freely selectable, extremely flexible, and time-saving. The cycle times for loading and the travel times are reduced. Obstacles are avoided automatically. Goods are transported quickly and efficiently to the supermarket and the consumer. Everyone benefits. Automobile production. With this virtual technology, the manufacturing methods used in the real world can be digitized and reviewed. This makes it possible to phase in optimization processes without having to change a running system. Simulation results are transformed into reality. The goal is to achieve a smoother and faster start to operations in a production line. Making the work easier through ergonomic improvements. The movements of the worker are recorded, motion capturing. The operator's workload and the duration of a working step can be assessed. Excessive long-term strain and acute stress can be excluded. With previous methods of instruction, a car door had to be cut open in order to reveal the internal components. Training today uses the latest methods. Images are projected on real objects, augmented reality. The interior of a car door can be shown easily in many variants. The participants learn the workings of an automobile door much more quickly and thoroughly. A modern submarine is a high-tech product. Space is limited and there is little light on board. About 12,000 pipe sections must be fitted exactly to pass around thousands of other parts. No two submarines are exactly the same. Researchers are working on cameras that recognize components without the need for signs and labels, markerless tracking. 95% of all pipes are registered in this way. The data are used over and over again. Time and money can then be saved by dispensing with the plastic model. From the sea into the air, cargo loading processes are simulated. Optimum utilization of the cargo volume, pre-planning of the loading procedures, all this is possible today with virtual reality. Serious and above all costly mistakes can be avoided. Wind turbines can also be assessed with regard to their suitability for transport. Heavy lift transports of this kind are extremely elaborate and therefore expensive. However, errors in planning would be even more costly. Modern jet fighters are subject to continuous improvement. The cockpit. Pilots must be able to evaluate all changes occurring at their workstation in good time. Until now, there was no way of correlating the static representation with the flight simulator. Thanks to the simulation with virtual reality, useful assessments are possible even before construction of the prototype, replacing the need for later adaptations to real cockpits. This certainly applies to all kinds of new developments, but here the aim is to provide a rapid overview of the instruments and favorable operating positions. Everything can be explored in the virtual world. The instrumentation of the cockpit has to observe conventions and priorities. Even after extensions have been added, key instruments must always remain within the pilot's field of vision. Reflections in the cockpit are very dangerous for night flights. They can be detected and rectified early on during the simulation. Interior color schemes are important for the buyers of commercial aircraft. Their passengers must be given a comfortable environment. All of the colors in the draft version on the display have to be implemented in the real plane with the exact nuances. With an almost unlimited number of color shades, the display is able to offer a precise representation of the later reality. Steel meets glass, a bottling plant with its complex technology, a filling line in the computer animation and in a reduced reality. Like the large plant, the model and its individual components were created on the basis of digitally stored concepts collected as CAD data, planned mechanics and planned electrics. Anticipating production errors before they occur, in the forward-looking simulation, corrections to the operational sequences in the filling plant are possible before an error is able to arise in the real world. Production control through the computer. The model plant is used to test the programs that in the future may prevent malfunctions, save time and avoid losses in real filling lines. Servicing the plant. Faults are detected by a diagnosis system. A component must be removed and a new one installed. A new malfunction report is sent to the maintenance technician. It has priority. The technician follows the instructions given by the digital repair manual. Lifelong learning has always been a main ingredient of success and the key to personal growth. Learning keeps people young, and with the latest technology, literally becomes a game of improved efficiency. As a major milestone in human development, the digital world can give us a glimpse of what lies ahead.